All right, E3 last day, let's go!
You know, Battlefield's always been a military game, and it's gone a lot of cool places. It's gone to Vietnam, it's gone to the future of 2142, and it's always been different settings, but it's always been the same theme. It's always been a military theme. We felt that the Cops and Robbers theme really brought something fresh, new, and exciting for gamers to the Battlefield universe. I mean, we've got a whole TV-style presentation where players can kind of get a sense of being in a modern cop or criminal drama. A lot of the fantasy comes from the new game modes. We've got the mode Heist, and Heist is all about pulling off that big job or that perfect score. There's an armored convoy rolling through the heart of Los Angeles, and the criminals ambush us with RPGs, and they stop the armored cars. Then they have to run up to the armored cars and plant charges on the back to blast through the armor to get at the bags inside. Once the charges go off, the armored cars are open, and the criminals grab the bags and try to escape with them. The other mode we've got is Blood Money. There's a huge pile of cash, and the cops are fighting the security as evidence, and the criminals are trying to steal it so they can go buy cool stuff, obviously. The enemy team can raid your vault, take all your money, and so you can see the scores of the match go up and down. One team might be really close to winning, but then the other team comes in, takes all their money, and suddenly they're winning. So there's some dramatic turnarounds and some really exciting moments in Blood Money. And I don't know about you, but I love getting in the cop car and I'll put on the siren. Even though they hear me coming, I want them to know. Here I am, I'm the police, I'm coming to get you.
If you're gonna put a car in a game, give it a horn.
Yep.
I wish the helicopters had horns.
They do. Have you heard what happens when you press the helicopter horn button?
No.
You issue compliance. Throw down your weapons, this is the police. So we've got a lot of cool stuff hidden in the game for you like that.
You have the right to remain silent.
We liked your game so much, we thought we would honor you with a scroll, an official Good Game scroll.
Oh, well, thank you. Should I just go for it? Read what it says. Certificate is awarded to Mortal Kombat X for winning Best Game of E3 2014.
Best game of E3 2014. That's amazing.
Whoa. Thank you very much. That we have seen so far.
That we've seen so far. That we have seen so far.
That we have been seen so far.
Because there are a lot of other games on show this year, and some might be better than yours.
And some might be better than yours.
Some might be better than yours, or not.
Or not. It's still good.
Yours is still good.
Yeah, we love this, but we haven't seen them all yet, so we can't be sure yet.
It's a big show. Thank you very much.
We haven't seen them all yet, but it looks incredible. So we wanted to give you an award.
That's great.
That was brilliant.
Thank you.
We'll let you go. Thank you so much.
Put it on the wall.
Please do. A lot of games.
Thank you, absolutely.
A lot of games. We haven't seen them all yet.
It's still, that is wonderful. Thank you so much.
Show yourself and I will kill you! I wish you could.
We knew we had to be ambitious. We knew we had to do something original. We wanted to make something, even if you've never seen another Middle-earth story, you can totally enjoy it as an epic standalone story, but very, very grounded and connected to the larger canon as well, so very accurate to the canon of what we know. And that's when we decided to set it in between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. We thought there was a really good opportunity to do something that hadn't been done before, was to focus on the enemies. Because in an action game, so much of what you're doing is engaging with the enemies. That's so much of what the action in the action game is. And so we didn't want generic cannon fodder. And how can we take all of those ideas and put them onto your enemies and let you truly create your own villains? So that became very much a pillar of the game, and where the stories and the villains that you create within that world are actually crafted by your interactions with them and their interactions with each other. So the combat, our starting point, was absolutely Arkham. We really looked at that as the benchmark for third-person melee combat, and then we evolved it. And you know, I think where we've gotten to somewhere that is quite unique is because our environment and our world is so living and dynamic. You've got, you know, wild creatures coming in. So then we put a lot of effort into how seamlessly can you flow in between entering combat from stealth and getting up your hit counter to flowing directly into a move, to then having a showdown against your personal nemesis and your swords clashing, to an explosion going off. So we wanted it to be very fluid and very dynamic and always surprising.
Why, man, keep coming back?
I've stuck away from my crew because they have the this huge retro section here, which I've never seen in an E3 before, and found some Moonwalkers, so I'm going to have a quick go. Oh, I got him! Oh, this guy wants a punch. I'm just gonna ride my speeder bike into them. I know it's not gonna help, but I just want to do it. I like it when AI find each other. You can just sit back and pick up the pieces. We could only get 10 minutes hands-on with Destiny. Not really enough to form much of an opinion, except that obviously there's a lot of Halo DNA in there. I think the big question is, how will Destiny separate itself from Halo and forge its own identity? But we just have to play a lot more before we can see that. I think the logo looks like a penis.
We play as Galahad, a knight who's been embroiled in this battle with the enemy for centuries now. And he's literally at a point where he's questioning his role in this war.
Save your prayers, Lafayette. There is no God to help him.
We were inspired by, say, Jules Verne and Tesla works of the time. And the guys wanted to have a period piece that was at least believable. We didn't want weapons that couldn't exist at the time. So the guys did a meticulous job in looking into copper and steel and weapons of that era, but then thinking, all right, but we have to ramp it up. These are knights with a real mission who've been embroiled in a war for centuries, and it only makes sense that they have the best weaponry of the time. There's no CG pre-rendered sequence. What you're seeing is the in-game engine rendering out that sequence on the fly. The guys have built their tools from the ground up, and this kind of adds to the look and feel that we've got in the game. And again, we're looking towards creating a cinematic experience for our player. We don't want it to just be a mindless shooter, cover shooter. We have a sequence of action, and then we look at how we can tell a story, which kind of gives you a real explanation or a plausible explanation as to why you're doing what you are, and tells Galahad's tale in a believable manner.
Bang! Stop for a pint, did you?
Just about to try out Oculus Rift 2.0 with it's got the Z-axis, it's got the updated screens, a wider field of view, I believe. Very keen to see if it makes me throw up, much like the last version, or if I can handle it. We're gonna play an Alien game, it looks like, which is awesome. All right, strap me in. I'm controlling my movement just like a normal FPS, except I can move my head around and see around me. I definitely noticed the improvement in the screen, and I can see that when I lean forward and back like this, it moves with me, so that it feels a bit less like I'm gonna throw up. I do feel a bit sick still, but I think that's just me. Oh, especially when you look to the right and the left. Oh man, oh man. I can see the alien. Oh, no. I'm running. Go, go, go! No, I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm looking. Oh, no, it came out of my chest. It's over.
You died.
That's amazing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. It's actually a big step up. Everything looked a lot more solid. I still felt a little bit ill, but nothing like with the previous version. And I think that comes with the, the head tracking's a lot better and the high resolution screen. It was really intense playing. I think it was Alien Isolation playing and seeing the monster and being able to look left and right and hearing it and then looking and then seeing the stuff come through my chest. That was a new experience. That was, yeah, pretty magic.
You start off with just a little bit of money and a small ship, and you can do what you like. You can just head off into the unknown. You can behave legally, you can be a pirate. It's about freedom. You can do what you like. right at the start. I didn't like the way games were regimented. You had to do a certain thing, you know, level-based or whatever, that we see a lot. The beauty with this is you can just go where you like. You can look behind the set. Everything, nothing can be faked. Everything has to be there. There's sort of veracity of what we're doing, you know, that sort of having all the accuracy that we've managed to put in makes it feel a lot more real to me. I mean, in the original Elite, I remember, and in Frontier, your mind does the rest. You think if it's a consistent world, you can sort of build out the rest of it. What I'm hoping we're doing here is we're helping the imagination that bit further, so the world is so much richer that your imagination takes it further still. We've put in 150,000 approximately systems from the night sky, from star catalogues and things like that, that are all real. So every dot in the night sky you can fly to, you can visit, and also with things that you see with telescopes. But beyond that, we've procedurally generated the rest of the galaxy, which is roughly 400 billion star systems, but fitting in with all the rules to the best science we can possibly do. And the amazing thing is the night sky, when you look up in the sky, we've added dust so it just matches the night sky we see today. But when you travel a short distance, you see all the constellations no longer match, because they all, you know, constellations, a lot of those are foreground stars, so parallax changes them. And so we have probably got the first night skies as viewed from other stars. What I want to do is explore beyond human space. Just head off into the ocean, fill my ship with spare parts and see how far I can get.